Hey everybody, it's David. So if you've ever purchased a how-to course, an ebook, or got coaching for a strategy, a how-to strategy, and it didn't work for you, this video is for you. So let's talk about the how-to courses. There's millions of them out there, and if you're like me, you've got a bunch of them. It's an addiction almost, right? I've got a whole bunch of these, how to do this, how to do that. But a lot of them didn't work for me. And here's why. Because the piece that was missing, whenever one of these things didn't work for me, that's not contained in the course. So I want to share with you an old cliche that everyone knows and everyone forgets about. Psychology is 80% of your success. So what does that mean when we say psychology is 80% of your success? Well, first of all, is it even true? The question is it true? And the answer is, well, it's a cliche. And it became a cliche because so many people said it so many different ways to so many different audiences that it's worldwide now and it's accepted. That's how it became a cliche. So probably true, or probably has some truth to it. But the next thing is, what does it mean when we talk about psychology? So let's break it down. So psychology. So when I think about psychology is 80% of my success, I'm thinking about, well, maybe it's that I have to believe in myself, that I'm capable of achieving this goal. Or maybe it's that um, I have to believe that I deserve it. Or maybe it's that I have to be hungry enough. Because if I'm hungry enough, I can do it, right? And that's part of psychology is having that hunger, that drive to do it, right? Okay, so all of those things are true and they're all part of psychology. And here's the formula that you want to remember. There's three ingredients to achievement. The first is mindset, second is motivation, and the third is method. And it's not in any order. You need all three of these. It's like baking a cake. It's not just you need the eggs first. You need the eggs and the flour and the milk. You need all three of them together. Okay, so mindset, motivation, and method. And if psychology is 80% of your success, then that means method is 20% of your success. And that's why those ebooks didn't work for you, because that's the how, that's the method. The method is available to you everywhere. It's the information age. You can Google it. But what's not available to you is the mindset and the motivation. So those things are a little harder to come by. And those are the things that we don't spend money on because we think we've got it. We think we've got the mindset. We think we've got the motivation. And we have this idea that if I need money, all I have to do is find the course that tells me how to make money. There's a million courses about how to make money. You don't need the course. You already know. What you need is the mindset and the motivation to make money. Relationships. There's dozens of courses for relationships. If you want a better relationship, going on Google and searching how to have a better relationship is probably not going to help you. You're already in a relationship if you're Googling that, and you already know. But what you need is the mindset and the motivation to have a better relationship. Because either you don't believe that you can have a better relationship, you don't believe you deserve a better relationship, or you're not hungry enough to have a better relationship. It's the same with your finances. There's dozens of courses online, how to improve your finances, financial freedom, all that stuff. You hear it all the time. It's all over the internet. And you know what? They all work. All of them work. If they don't work for you, it's because you don't have the mindset or you don't have the motivation. And that's where your focus needs to be. So, mindset, the belief that you can do something. You know, I like to tell people that almost no one has a goal that hasn't been achieved already by another human being. So that's where I start. You're human, and another human has already done this. Unless your goal is to be the first person to set foot on Mars, but you're not the first person to go to space. Even if you want to be the first person to go to Mars, so many people have been to space. People have set foot on the moon. It's not that much different. So it can be done. That's what mindset's all about, is believing that it's possible, but it's also about believing that you deserve it. So even if your goal is to be the first person on Mars and you're having trouble achieving that, it might be because you don't think deep down that you deserve to be the first person on Mars. So that's all mindset work. Motivation is the belief that you must achieve this goal. How important is it to you to be the first person on Mars? What would change for you, for the people that you care about the most, for you to be the first person to set foot on Mars? How can you impact humanity? And how is that so much more important than all of the pain, all the stress, all the heartache that you're going to have to go through, the blood, sweat, and tears that you're going to have to put in to becoming the first person to set foot on Mars? It's a big goal, but you can do it. But the question is, do you have to? And if the answer is no, I don't have to, then probably you won't. Because we always get what we must have. So that's motivation. Mindset, motivation. When you have the mindset and the motivation, hey, don't get me wrong, having a killer strategy can be super important. A killer strategy can really make the difference. But even getting the killer strategy, you need to have the mindset and the motivation to get the killer strategy. So you spend some money on an ebook, you spend some money on a course, or you paid somebody for coaching, and you probably thought it was a lot of money, but that's only because you didn't get the result that you wanted. And the reason why you didn't get the result that you wanted is because you didn't have the mindset and you didn't have the motivation. So the method that you were taught by the ebook, the course, or the coaching was probably valid. It might not have been the best strategy out of the hundreds of strategies that there are to achieve that goal, but it was valid, and you didn't follow it because you didn't have the mindset, you didn't have the motivation. Psychology is 80% of your success. That's what that means. If you don't have the mindset, you don't have the motivation, having the method is irrelevant. I love you guys so much. Have a great day.